about how I was gonna start this topic, right? And I was like, well, he is the insurance plan, but didn't they get Kenny Pickett? So you saying he feeling real apologetic? They must have been listening to some Ruben study because this is their sorry for
I'm
Deshaun
sorry
Watson.
for 2004.
I was trying to figure, wait, how can I? I'll think about it later. I ain't gonna gaffote us, but we got to talk about it. It just happened. Maybe a day ago, maybe 2 days. You know, these days all blend together nowadays when you're working hard. But they say the Browns reached an agreement for 1 year, $4 million. They bringing Joe Flacco back into the fold, and now a lot of people starting to ask. Like I said, you got Deshaun Watson, you got Kenny Pickett, and now you got Joe Flacco, along with the number 2 pick in the draft. So what does this signing actually mean for the Browns? Dave, do you think they're gonna actually go get that quarterback they need, or who will they pick with this number 2 pick?
All right, Tomo. So, in case a lot of people don't know, I do all the most of the sports. I want to say sports news when it comes to all our chats,
We thank
and
you too.
I am pretty much tuned in with just about every NFL, NBA, NHL team, Major League Baseball. I pretty much kind of get the sense of what the team's direction is going in. So I actually know one of these sources that are in the Cleveland Browns. I want to say in the Cleveland Browns. I want to say front office, but in the area, they do a lot of talking and reporting on the Cleveland Browns. And as of late, it has seemed to me
Mm-mm.
that they are not drafting a quarterback in the first round. That's what it seems like. Because they're saying that it is a very high possibility that they pass up on a quarterback and draft someone like an Abdul Carter or a Travis Hunter.
Mm.
Because it doesn't seem like they're that high on quarterbacks like Shador Sanders. They did give him a visit, and I believe they have a visit with Jackson Dart coming up as well. But right now, it seems like they're not focused on drafting a quarterback. So to me, that's a little iffy because you just said that you noticed that you made a mistake with Deshaun Watson. That means that you're ready to move on and get a quarterback for the future. So is Kenny Pickett your answer? We seen that in Pittsburgh, and it wasn't much of an answer in Pittsburgh. We seen his, couple of games he played in Philadelphia, and he played okay, but it wasn't franchise changing quarterback kind of a play.
That's true.
I don't, I don't. I mean, it's the Browns, so I can't really say I don't know what direction they're going in because they never know what direction they're going in. First, you had news about them possibly trying to find a way to get Dak, and we found out that was false rumors. And now they might not even draft a quarterback in the first round. I know Tay. I know you want to draft Shadur Sanders, but from what I'm seeing, from what I'm hearing, it does not look like the Browns are focused on drafting a quarterback right now. They're looking at everything else. They're looking at quarterbacks, but that is not their main focus right now. They have three quarterbacks on the roster. They have Deshaun Watson, they have Kenny Pickett, and now they have Joe Flacco. It could be the same thing with the Giants because the Giants also have three quarterbacks in there. They got Tommy DeVito, they got Jameis Winston, and they got Russell Wilson. And it's
Mm.
crazy because those are 2 and 3. Those are two right there that have an opportunity to draft their quarterback for the future. But it doesn't seem like either one of those teams are going to do that. I think it's not a smart move, honestly, but it's the Browns. So do they make a lot of smart moves? They don't. So I guess this is expected. I know I reported a while ago that it seemed like Shadur Sanders was actually going to be drafted by the Cleveland Browns, but as weeks went on and pro days happened, there's been a sense that his confidence or his honesty and how he is about himself is turning a lot of teams the other way. And I don't understand it because Cam Ward has the same kind of confidence, the same kind of thing, but and they're praising him, he's going to be the number one overall pick. Why can't Shador be number 2 or 3? Why does he have to be the one to slide? I don't understand it. And I love Cam Ward. I'm a University of Miami fan, so I'm happy that he's getting his opportunity to be number one overall. But Shador Sanders, to me, is the best quarterback in the draft. So
Mm.
I don't, I don't know. But to me, from what I've seen, from what I've heard, it does not look like they're drafting a quarterback. And this signing Flacco is not necessarily a sign saying that they won't. It's more so stuff like Kenny Pickett saying that I'm going to be I'm the starter. So I don't know. But again, it's the Browns, so who knows what they're going to do?
So having Deshaun Watson, and we see him posting every day now of him working out, saying, "Look, I'm trying to take it serious. I'm rehabbing, so I want to be the starting quarterback for the Browns." And as of right now, I mean, I don't know. Joe Flacco kind of won comeback player of the year with him, and didn't they get into a playoff game? They went on a win streak. I know that, right? So Kenny Pickett saying I want to be the starter kind of had me a little bit like,
No, 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 no.
but I'm just saying. But I mean, if you could beat the Cowboys with that Eagles team, I would also feel like I want to be a starter too. So I mean, it's just simple things like that. The backup plan isn't that bad though. I mean, granted, you got, like I said, Watson, Pickett, Flacco, but Abdul Carter, that's that's a solid pick. Travis Hunter, that's a solid pick. Shador, I'm with you, and I like the way you phrase that because I'm tired of hearing people say it's arrogance, and I'm like, it's not arrogance when you believe in yourself. That makes no sense. Like I don't know why. If somebody else was saying it, y'all would say he was a confident quarterback. But again, a part of me thinks that Shador is kind of okay with what they're doing because he wants to fall into the right situation instead of going to the wrong situation, and then everyone gonna ridicule him like, "See, I told you he wasn't that good." When you already know his track record is winning. Like it's with the name, it's winning. High school, both colleges, it's just winning. So I can understand it. To me, I don't understand like you said, it's the Browns. I don't understand the Browns not trying to go get a winning quarterback. Like you can see what he's going to do. You telling me a kid that went to a HBCU, granted his father was there as well, and you know his father's name, but he also had to perform. So going in there and turning around that situation, you are the Cleveland Browns. Imagine having a quarterback that can come in and change your situation. And now you're in a division where you got two, well, some would say, yeah, two out of top three, maybe top five quarterbacks in your division. I mean, one of them fell out because Jalen Hurts done won I'm what you call, but Jalen Hurts done won a Super Bowl. But again, you got Burrow, you got Lamar, and then you sitting right there next to the Pittsburgh Steelers trying to figure out who your starting quarterback gonna be. Why not go get him? And now you can start to potentially say, okay, now you got Burrow, Shador, Lamar. Like this is a good division now. We got a chance to make a run at it because your defense is going to be nice because you got Myles Garrett back. So boom, if this is not about the Giants, but if the Giants don't get them neither, I don't know what's wrong with both GMs, honestly, because now you're just passing up on a young quarterback that you can make something happen. Either way, the Browns doing this really gives you. Well, the GM said it when he said, "I made a mistake with Watson," and you gonna feel like he made a mistake with Shador come 2 years from now when they ask him like, "How you feel?" Unless they do get Travis Hunter, and Travis Hunter helps them out on both sides. Abdul Carter and Myles Garrett, that might be a scary tandem. But we've seen the Bears have good defenses and still not make the playoffs. So that's the only thing. You need to score some touchdowns. So again, the Browns gonna be the Browns, but the two picks that they got in their pocket right now is not bad choices. So
Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not bad choices because, like you said, Abdul Carter is he's without a doubt the defensive lineman in the draft. So
mhm.
we can see what happens with that. I understand he has an injury, so I'm not sure if he will be starting in the first couple of weeks, but um, his talent speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And then Travis Hunter, I mean, we've seen what he can do. We've seen what he can do on offense and defense, so I understand it. But Tomo, you know what the Browns team will remind me of if they do draft Abdul Carter and just have a great defense? Remember that Bears team with Rex Grossman?
Every time you
That's
think
what
of
it
Rex
was.
Grossman,
I
no,
know.
but when
Yeah.
you say Rex Grossman, you know what I think of now.
Uh-huh.
But yeah,
But
I get where you're going.
it could be that they could be a really great defensive team, make the playoffs, but you won't win it. You won't win it because you have to score points, especially in this. The Eagles just showed you that. I mean, you got to be able to put up points and play defense. You can't just play defense. It's not going to work.
That's
This
a
is
fact.
not. This is not that. This is not the Patriots versus the Rams when Jared Goff was on the other side. This is not that. So I don't know. Browns better do something, or they're just going to be mediocre again.
Now, if they get Carter, find a way to get a running back, they might got a chance because now you can run the ball. So it's kind of like you are following the Eagles model a little bit.
Yeah, I could see that too. Because they got a high second round draft pick, so you can
I
draft
think
a
they got like the
running back.
first pick in the second. Yeah, they got the first pick in the second, so they can make something happen.
Exactly. Some really good running backs. You got Trayvon Henderson out of Ohio State. You got the running back from North Carolina. You got Cam Scatterbo. So you got some really good running back options that you can get in the second round. So I could see that.
Right, I have to find a way to go get a running back. The running back class
It's
is
deep.
it is,
It's deep.
and that's
It's
and that's
deep.
what I'm saying for them. I don't know. This one of those moves where we calling them crazy now, but if it works out, if it all pans out after the draft, we might be looking back and saying the Browns might have a decent team. Granted, I know we're called typing in this moment, but we might sit
It's
back.
just the quarterback. That's the thing.
They
It's just the quarterback.
just got to find a way. I don't know. That
And I
division is
think
stacked too, though.
and I think they can. I think they can even. I think that the defense will be fine, as long as you still have Myles Garrett there. He just signed an extension, so he ain't going nowhere.
At all.
If you can find a way to just draft your quarterback and then draft a running back in the second round, you good. That's your offense right there. That's what you need because you got Jerry Jeudy. We saw what happened with him when Jameis got on the field. He balled out. He became one of the best wide receivers in the league.
I was the Browns. If Marion Hampton is gone, I would get Caleb Johnson.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's
some really good.
a move.
It's just some really good running back options. So they have a lot of options to and like you said, they got the first pick in the second round, so they can draft whoever they want.
But to let people in on our Instagram chats, they've been screaming Travis Hunter name too for a while though.
He has,
So
but he's more so been wanting. He wants Travis Hunter and Shador.
Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. But
so you gotta get either one. I think it would be smarter if they drafted Shador, but
in his situation, yes, because it's a lot of wild cards. I can't wait till draft night. Like this is one of those moments where we thought every pick was spoken for, but now anything happens.
Exactly. I can't wait either because I'm gonna be on the show, so I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.